Gemini, hi. So this is going to be a reading for January 27th through February 2nd. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Gemini. All right, the overall energy for the reading, the Hierophant. Let me hold on. This I'm kind of getting as the energy of a connection here, but I'm not seeing it running through the reading much. It could be just, you know, how you're kind of going about your day, and this is kind of in the background of everything. So that's where I'm kind of missing something for now, but it could be something else too. We'll see. In the recent past, the Two of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, waiting for something really nice to come through. There's a brand new beginning kind of an energy. There's happiness with that, but just waiting, you know, almost like it's not happening. I'm kind of waiting here for it. Okay. That's the thing. You're not pointing necessarily towards something that would make that happen. It almost looks like you're just waiting to come from whichever side, you know? Okay. In the current situation, the King of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the Sun. You're walking further and further away from something that you maybe still believe that it could have potential for happiness. But, I mean, you seem pretty clear here as you're making the steps, but there is still a drop of hope in there somewhere that maybe, you know, that could have worked out, or it could in the future sometime. I don't know. You're not very specific here. You're kind of leaving things up in the air for me here. It's okay, I'll get you when we clarify. In the immediate future, the Four of Swords, the Five of Cups, the Three of Wands. Okay. You're working on something, you're healing something that I feel like you've been working on for a very long time. But it's not continuously working on it. It's one of those, you know, let's say you're deciding to go and do some inner child work, right? And then, you know, you do that, then life happens, you go about your day, you mind your business, and 2 years later, it's like, I think I should go back to that. I think I should revisit that. That's kind of the energy that I'm seeing here, that you're revisiting something that you've been working on for who knows how long. It's a good energy. And so it's definitely a, you know, let me look into that a little more kind of a deal. Okay. And I don't know what that is yet, but okay, let's clarify. You're very vague in here. Let's do the Hierophant, the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, the Hangman. No, this is about you. This is about you. There's a shift in there somewhere within you. Shift in your beliefs, which is pretty big. In the way you approach things, in the way you don't approach things sometimes, you know, because sometimes you need to take that break before you go into action. And there's a lot of you learning, especially in your, how you put your energy outside of yourself, how you give your energy places, how you approach things, especially. You know, where sometimes you don't need to, just because it feels right in the moment and you're excited, and sometimes you need to take that break, you know. There's a lot of shifting that's happening in how you approach pretty much anything. Okay. For the Two of Wands in the recent past, you get the Wheel of Fortune, the Queen of Swords, the Ten of Swords. This is the moment in which you decided to not just wait around and start taking action. If you wanted happiness, and maybe in the past, maybe that's the belief that's shifting, you know, universe, give me happiness. I'll be right here. I'm not going anywhere in case, you know, I don't want to miss it when you give it to me, you know. You're no longer waiting there. You're like, oh, I want happiness? I better go create it. That's definitely a shift right there. No matter how hard it is, I'm going to go make it. Because, yeah, the universe delivers, but you also got to contribute, you know? So, interesting. So that in itself is a shift in perspective and beliefs. For the Ace of Pentacles, in the recent past, you get the Judgment card, the Seven of Wands, the Six of Cups. There's a lesson here that keeps on coming back. Keeps on coming back for you. And you don't want it. You're like, it's almost like a repetitive cycle. Probably different people, because I do see soul connections there, but they come into your life, but they repeat the same energy, the same cycle for you. And that's why initially there's that whole, I don't want this, take it away. But then you can't help it and you go in there, because through that repetition of whatever that lesson would be for you, that's how you learn. So until you learn, the same energy is going to come back over and over again with the same lesson. Which I don't know what the fuck that lesson is yet, but okay. Because I see something coming in there and you're like, oh no. No. But then it carries a lesson for you. So I'm assuming eventually it's yes. Okay. For the Ten of Cups, in the recent past, you get the Ten of Cups again, the Four of Cups, the Chariot. And then you seem to be upset with the universe because it's like, you know, this looked so good. The no aspect to it, as this energy comes in, brought in by, again, different people, but the same energy, and it comes in, and the no part to it that you carry, you don't see that. You only see, this looks good. Okay, this looks nice. I feel like this could work out. Okay, let's go for it. And the minute you start seeing the no part from it, the, oh crap, this is that energy again that I keep on going through. This would look something like, I keep on attracting the same people. It's not the people, it's the energy. The people just come in to show you that lesson until you figure out what that energy is about and why you're attracting it. And if you don't want it, that means there's something in there, a lesson of some sort, that you need to learn, and you need to break that cycle. And that's kind of how this looks like. And by the time you're in too deep and you're in there and you're already in fantasy land with it, and you're like, oh my god, this would look so good. And then when it shows you, oh no, hold on, no. It wouldn't be good because I'm the energy that you're supposed to learn from. Then you get upset with the universe. Oh, crap. Oh, here we go again. Oh, same thing? Come on, universe, you can do better. Come on, send me something good next time, please. Don't send me the same thing over and over again. It's getting boring here. Okay, but no. You're supposed to learn something from it, you know? So let's see here. For the King of Swords, in the current situation, you get the Ten of Wands, the Nine of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles. You're really focused on your stability at this moment in time, no matter how hard it is. And you're showing me it's a little difficult because you do have something around that's lurking around that has to do with that energy of potential happiness. But it's like, you know what? I just don't want to deal with that right now at all. And I'm just going to focus on whatever I can to, you know, create a sense of stability for me and all of that. Okay. Yeah, you're putting love to the side here. Because all of that is coming through the energy of love and potential for happiness. For the Seven of Swords, you get the King of Cups, the Fool, the Hierophant. Yeah, you're like, pass on love for now. Like, your energy is just not in there. It just put it to the side. Okay. All right. For the Sun, you get the 8 of Pentacles, the 8 of Cups, the 5 of Swords. Oh, there's a little bit of a distorted perception here that's you're kind of hanging on to for now. Where, you know how that sense of happiness that we keep on looking outside of ourselves is actually inside of ourselves? Through what you're doing here, by putting that to the side, you're telling me actually I'm putting that to the side from the perspective of me going out there and chasing happiness outside of myself. So I'm trying to look it inside. How am I going to do that? I'm going to work my ass off to build something nice for me, and then from there I'm going to feel it, right? Yes and no, because you're putting a lot of emphasis on the material, so it's still outside of yourself. Whatever you're creating here, you're hanging on to that, but because you made it, it's like, oh, but that's my happy. When it hangs on to the material, then it's the same principle. You just replaced a person with material stuff. Still to the side, still outside of yourself. That's not the happiness we're talking about here, the inner happiness. I get the concept, and I get how you're trying to kind of shape that, you know, that reality that you want to create for yourself. But it's still very much anchored into the physical aspects of life, not you, inner you. So it's like trading one happiness for another, but at the end of the day, it's the same concept. Of it's still going to be found outside of yourself. It's still in the material. Okay, well, let me do the 4 of Swords. The fuck was that? Things are cracking because it's so cold outside that things are... I stepped on the deck here in the backyard the other day, and it was like... I'm like, oh my god, this thing is breaking. But it was so frozen that it's like, okay, I don't know. I'm not going to step on anything anymore. For the 4 of Swords, the Tower, the Queen of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords. You got a major aha moment here. That Tower is just your aha moment. That kind of hits you like a train. And it's about self-love. It's about putting yourself first. It's the shift in your beliefs. That's what this Hierophant is all about. There's been a lot of that going on, and there's still a lot of that going on as you go, where there's going to be some shifts in your beliefs, and they're going to hit you out of nowhere because you probably subconsciously worked on those shifts and you didn't realize that you were changing something in your beliefs, and it hits you seemingly out of nowhere. You know, understanding what it is to put yourself first. With this one, this would be a big one for you, the searching for happiness outside of yourself. I feel like you're in the middle of actually working on this one, even though for right now you're not there at the aha moment of it. But yeah, there's a lot of changes that are happening at a little bit of a different, deeper level here for you. Let's see. For the 5 of Cups, you get the Sun, the Ace of Wands, the 2 of Pentacles. Something was left up in the air, potentially, in the past there. Here we go again, with shooting for happiness outside of yourself. And it was kind of left unresolved. Okay. But again, focusing on outside of yourself. But I feel like this energy is coming back for some reason for you. It's showing back up. I feel like there's a lot of work done on this concept, on this belief, where happiness lies for you. that's happening here. For the Three of Wands in the immediate future, you get the Six of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, the Three of Cups. And you're still looking outside of yourself here. It's gonna take a minute. This is a pretty important one for you, and it's a pretty lengthy one, apparently. Shift, I mean, in understanding truly and feeling with everything you are that happiness is inside yourself, not outside of yourself. And this is you going through all the steps of looking outside of yourself and even trying to trick it, to be like, hey, no, I'm not looking outside of myself. I'm looking from creating from inside of myself something outside of myself that can make me happy, which is still outside of yourself. So it's a pretty lengthy process here, but I'm sure you'll get there when you're ready. Sometimes we're not ready. We're working on things and it doesn't click for some reason. It's like, because we're not ready. We're not in that place where we're like, oh, okay, yeah, you'll get there because there's constant work on this one, on your side right now, especially. Interesting. Let me see what the universe has. The Two of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, the Two of Cups. Yeah, you're kind of up in the air there. You're like, what do you mean? What's that about? Like, when I find love, which is usually through a person, I feel super happy. So why is that not my happiness when I do that? I don't understand. So you're in the place of trying to figure it out there. Because you would feel happy, but you have to feel happy because that happiness is already there. Not because somebody showed up in your life and all of a sudden you're happy. No, it should already be there. Nobody else or nothing else outside of yourself should have the responsibility to make you happy. Only you have that. But again, it's going to click and fall into place when it's time. Anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.